Hey guys, it's Adam here from Optimum at Homebush, coming to you from a slightly different scenario than what I usually do. I'm here with Steve from Optimum, one of our clients at the beautiful Blue Mountains National Park here. We've just smashed out a 10-12 kilometre walk, 2.5 hours. I just want to do a very quick Q&A with Steve here, just in terms of his experiences with changing his lifestyle and really taking into consideration his health. So I guess first of all, Steve, how long have you been training with Optimum for?
Optimum, I started with them mid-2012. I think going back, it's quite a while.
Yes, I think it was 2012, 2011 maybe.
Yep.
And what was the reason for you first coming into Optimum to train?
Well, I was referred to Optimum by a surgeon who wanted me to tidy himself up from a health perspective, both weight and physically, before he performed the surgery on me. So I was referred to him back in mid-2012.
Yeah, and so for 5 years has been pushing along and doing really well in the gym, training with a couple of trainers in here. What's the, I guess, if you could take away a few things from what you've gained over the last 5 years in terms of health related, what are the best things that have happened to you over the last 5 years?
Quality of life, I guess. At the end of the day, I thought I was a relatively fit sort of individual before I was referred to Optimum. But when I got there, I was certainly surprised to realise exactly how unfit I was. But I guess the last 5 years has brought some accountability to my life, and it's also made me realise exactly how important your health is. Because
Definitely.
over the Christmas break, as the most of the team realised, I had a bit of a run-in with some antibiotics, which virtually had my liver shutting down on me. So I was in a pretty ordinary place over the Christmas New Year period, and that certainly brought home exactly how important your health is.
Oh, definitely, yep.
And the investment that you require in your health on not only the 2 or 3 hours you spend at Optimum a week, spending it on a daily basis. So,
yeah, awesome. You know, it's not all smooth sailing. There's been, as you just mentioned, there's times where we kind of come across some hurdles or barriers to try and knock you off your path, so to speak. But what are some of the biggest things that you've, I guess, challenges you've come across in the last couple of years, and how have you, how would you suggest trying to overcome them, or how did you overcome them?
Well, I had there's some of the challenges. I mean, we've got work, we've got our family life, we've got our social life, and work sort of dragged me away. Probably about 2015, 2016, I had some work commitments which made me I had to give Optimum away, and I guess all in good intentions, and I ended up joining another local gym, and and I was going quite well for probably 6 months, but then I was finding that old habits were creeping back into my lifestyle, and my accountability wasn't necessarily there, and I came back to Optimum, I think early 16 again.
Yep,
I think
definitely would have been then, yeah. Yep. In terms of modifying your lifestyle, what did you find really challenging about, were there any things that kind of were really tough to change in terms of your routine, or in terms of coming to terms with having to exercise a lot more and eat a little bit better and cut out certain things that you might have liked to eat beforehand? Or
Well, education, it wasn't just the physical side of spending the time in the gym. You were educated on obviously diet, portion control, and I guess just moving a little bit more than what I was doing.
If you had any advice for some new people potentially watching this, what would you, or people struggling, what advice would you give? It's all well and good to hear it from myself or one of your other practitioners, but to hear it from someone who's actually done it and really taken like a fish to water in terms of lifestyle change, what advice would you give to them?
Well, it's not. You're going to be challenged, I guess, on a regular basis. But my tip for anyone, I mean, it's going to be hard. You're going to be challenged, but I say just hang in there. You're going to have your good days. You're going to have your bad days. But ultimately, you've got to look long term, and your health. And I can prove that. I mean, your health is the most important part of your life. I mean, you can have all the material possessions you want, but without your health, like I experienced over Christmas, it's pretty ordinary.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, in the end, you don't have to necessarily go for a big long 10k walk in the bush like we've done tonight, the Savo, sorry, but living life to the fullest is all about staying healthy and allowing yourself to do these sort of things. It might be something as simple as going for a walk around the block, or maybe even pumping out an extra session in the gym, something that allows you to get out and enjoy life. And we've been able to do that tonight by going to this beautiful place, and experiencing that, and it's definitely better than sitting on the couch on a Sunday. Definitely a better way to spend a Sunday, don't you reckon?
Absolutely, yeah. Wouldn't
so
be anywhere.
definitely.
anywhere
All right,
else.
well, have a good one, guys, and we'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye.